Oh, that's a little close. What the mess? I feel like lately it's been inching closer and closer to that little curb there. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. Autopilot East here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate y'all. Y'all could be anywhere on YouTube, but you're here with me, and I appreciate that, man. Much respect, much love for sure. All right, everyone, we got a next destination up here in terms of where we're going. So I'll talk about that on the drive here as we start to get this thing going. But I'm ready. Tron's ready. I hope you all are ready too. Man, let's do this thing, man. All right, so I'm kind of parked here. That's at stop sign here. Got to make the left turn here. Got a car coming there, and then it's clear to go here. And FSD here does do it. Does make the left turn. So everyone, destination that we got going on too, and I told y'all I was gonna go to something different today, is that we are going to Soaked Bar in Union City, New Jersey. That's where we got to head to today. That's where our destination is today. It's going to be interesting because of the fact that everyone, this is not an actual place. They don't have a storefront just yet, so it's a place that they're doing just the food items from that we got to go to in Union City here. And we're at the stop sign here. Got to make the right turn here. Got a car coming here, but they're actually making a right turn. So, and I can't see behind these hedges, but FSD can. No, it cannot because it's kind of inching, and then it goes there. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. So everyone, we got about a 28-minute drive here, 18 miles here to get there. I'm hoping everyone, it looks like it's going to be clear, no traffic, because for some strange reason, to get to Union City, which is close to Jersey City, and there's always a bunch of traffic there. So I'm so glad that there's not going to be any traffic on our route there. So far, man, I can't even knock on wood because there ain't no wood in this place. But yes, I hope there's not. Okay. So everyone, why did I choose this place, right? I always got to start with that, right? Because y'all need to know why I be choosing places, right? Like sometimes it be random places, or sometimes I've seen something on TikTok or Instagram, and I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get there. But this one, everyone, I actually can't even remember. Got a yellow light here, flashing yellow light, everyone. You already know on the drive, 12-4, still can't read that thing right there. Okay, coming up to the right turn here, and we're gonna post up right here because we didn't make it there. Okay, everyone, so we got through the red light here. So yeah, everyone, I can't remember why. I know why I'm choosing this place, but I can't remember how I found this place particularly. I really can't. I don't know where it was from, but the interesting thing about this place is that they only do, oh, that's a little close to the thing right there. What the mess? That was close. I feel like lately it's been inching closer and closer to that little curb there. Oh my goodness, we was about to run the curb. That wasn't gonna be good. So yeah, everyone, they only do online orders, which is kind of interesting here that they only do that. And you can't even call them, like if you wanted to place an order, right? You couldn't even call this place because they're only on hot plate right now. Because they're a small business, and so they're trying to get some momentum going in order for them to get enough money here to do a storefront here. So that's why you can't call them. So they only have the online kind of store right now. Even if you need to get in contact with them as well, you got to do it through hot plate there. Interesting about the ordering system here is that they do a weekly drop, right? And that weekly drops tells you how many flavors, what the flavors are going to be. And then you order them. And now some of the flavors that they do, everyone, will sell out quickly. So when you do the online ordering system there, you got to make sure once they do the drop there, you get that little text message, get on that little app there, and you plug in which ones and which items you do want there, and then check that out as quickly as possible. Especially if you want something in particular, a flavor in particular. So yeah, everything is online. It's the ordering system there. It's kind of seamless here in terms of how to do it here, but yeah, it's interesting. I finally had some time, and I'm like, yeah, I got it this time. I'm gonna do it. I haven't been to Union City in a while, and we haven't been to Union City on the channel, so I'm like, okay, today's the day where I gotta go here. So yeah, and I've seen this place a little bit online before I got on, everyone, and there's not too many reviews on this place. I mean, people who have reviewed it have said like, oh, it's really good. The desserts are not that sweet and anything like that here. But I'm curious to see for myself how it actually is, because I think I paid about $48 for this thing. And I want to see, like, does it add up to the cost there? And I'm always curious, everyone, about when people do reviews about particular places, like, are they getting paid for those reviews? And if they are getting paid for the reviews, are they actually genuinely being honest about what they're saying? Or are they just making up some sort of fluff for us, the viewers, for us to actually entice us to go there and actually try it for ourselves? All right. Now, everyone, again, like I mentioned before, it's a small business. So I really appreciate small businesses who are trying to do their thing, especially with storefronts. They're so expensive to get and then also to maintain. And so I think they've been out for like maybe a year and a half or something like that. And so they've been trying to get more and more publicity here. And yeah, that's why I'm going. Now, what do they serve here, everyone? So they do serve cakes and fours, but it is dipped here in some milk. So the way I like to tell it is that it's almost like a Tres Leches cake. And everyone, I kid you not, everyone, I did a review of Tres Leches cake, my only Tres Leches cake, everyone, on the channel so far. And that one, everyone, was from Tops. If you haven't checked that video out, everyone, I'll try to link it up here up at top. But that Tres Leches, everyone, from Tops there, about like 8 or 9, was it $11 or something like that? That was the biggest Tres Leches cake ever, and that thing is addicting. Now, I don't know how the Tres Leches cake here is, that what they do is going to be, but it comes in fours. What I ordered, everyone, was Tres Leches. Got to order that one, everyone, because you can't have a Tres Leches cake and I don't try it. I got to try that one here, and I got to try the carrot cake there. Don't really like carrot cake in particular here, but it's pumpkin season, and it's Thanksgiving coming up, the holiday coming up, so I'm like, man, I got to give somebody to see if the carrot cake is actually good. So the carrot cake, definitely the pumpkin spice, everybody. And the last thing that I tried, or will try, everyone, is the strawberry. So I got 4 different flavors. Now, like I mentioned, everyone, I think they do about 10 flavors each week there, and they do sometimes change the flavors. So sometimes it could be vanilla, sometimes it could be Oreo, something like that. It just depends on, I think, the recipe and what they do have on deck, or what kind of special they're kind of offering there. It's just interesting because of the fact that whatever special that they're doing, usually that one always sells out quickly compared to the ones that they do standardly. All right, so I think usually they just rotate 2 specialty items. So I got the specialty item, everyone, which was the carrot cake. But the other specialty item, I think that was like a banana something. But I'm allergic to bananas, so I'm like, nah, I'm good. I can't try that, unfortunately. So that's why I'm only doing those couple there. Now, being that they don't have a storefront, there's no reviews on Google here, which I actually don't mind, actually, everyone, because at least I'm coming in with an impression that I don't know what to expect, instead of having expectations based upon people writing a review on Google here, and then that flipping or swaying my opinion once I get there and taste the item. Especially if you got some people on there that are like, man, this was great. This is the best thing since sliced bread or something like that. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm glad there's no Google reviews. Okay, everyone, so we're coming up to the toll booth here. I wonder which lane this thing is going to choose, which lane FSD is going to choose. And then I want to make sure, everybody, because I don't want nothing that happened last time when I was coming up this way, where FSD, not FSD in particular, but it did make a boo-boo. Look at this right here. What the mess? No turn signal, no nothing here. Just switching lanes here. It's fine because we're in the easy pass lane here, and then we're good to go. Okay, but everyone, I'm going to keep this up just a little bit here, because, yeah, FSD made a, oh my God. Everybody, I'm trying to tell you, if your GPS ain't correct, it ain't accurate, you'll be doing exactly what that van just did right there, everyone. I'm trying to tell you, And I don't want that situation to happen to me, because it would do it. And then I'm over here looking silly, and then I'm postponed by 20, 30 minutes, because now I got to turn all the way around here on the turnpike here, because I can't make a left or do a U-turn anywhere. Okay, everyone, just an update on the drive. So far, so good on where we're going. GPS is no issue so far. I've got this car coming up here to the right, and FSD, okay, swings the left on us, which is great. So everyone, as we got some time here, want to talk about some Tesla news that has been kind of recent so far. If those who've been on the drive week over week, again, I appreciate you. So I got about 4 items for Tesla. Let's start with the first one, everyone. There's been a recent report that Tesla might actually, everyone, and don't be surprised when I say this, but I'm actually surprised by it, is that they actually might add CarPlay at some point. Now, I don't know, everyone. Could you imagine, though, if they released that thing for the holiday update in December, which they usually do year over year, and they always add something like that's cool and interesting? Everyone, if they added something for the holiday update of CarPlay, oh my goodness, everyone, that would be wow. And I think they might actually do it. You know why? Because now they need something that's going to actually make people buy their cars, because the cars now are not as reasonable priced. Even though they have some standard range versions out there, they're not as reasonable priced compared to what they were with the tax credit. So I think they're going to entice people here to take the move and transition here by having CarPlay. Now, everyone, it's not going to be, I don't believe it's going to be the CarPlay that is the Apple CarPlay. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Tesla would do that type of move, because I don't think Apple and Tesla are friendly like that. But I think it's going to be a CarPlay where you can mirror your phone on the little screen here. I think that's smooth. That's nice, everyone, because especially if you got some apps on your phone here that is not on the apps on the Tesla infotainment system, it'd be good to just stream it right there. Everyone, we've been asking for that feature for the longest time ever. Not just that feature, everyone. We've been also asking for AirPlay. We have yet to get that because this Bluetooth on here, everyone, is not the greatest. So we've been asking for AirPlay, but I think they're going to take it to a step further and give us CarPlay. Hey, I got no problem with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Everyone, if you have a Tesla, tell me, is this a good move by Tesla or not? I think it is. I think it is. All right, let's move on. Okay, so everyone, FSD version 14.1.7 has been released to the public for hardware 4 cars. Okay, so people should be getting that update at some point. So that means that, the features like people was talking about, the Mad Max mode, and the destination parking are there. Everyone, like I mentioned, I don't have a hardware 3 car. Don't have a hardware 4, only have a hardware 3. So yeah, I ain't gonna get that update, which sucks. But what can you do? I'll be waiting on my little Tesla version 14 FSD update, light version of it that comes next year. I'll be waiting on that one now. All right, other Tesla news, everyone. I thought this next topic here was definitely interesting, and I think it came from left field, is that Tesla at some point, everyone, may also permit texting while utilizing FSD. I don't know how they're going to do that. You know why? Because there's going to be so much criticism behind that if they actually do it, which means one or two things. Meaning, NHTSA is going to be like, okay, you're fine. We'll allow that. We'll permit that, which I don't know how they're going to do that. Or two, everyone, that does mean or tells us that FSD is becoming less and less more supervised, which means Tesla is now getting enough data and that says to them that FSD is really, really good. So now we don't have to do the whole thing that they did before, which was having the supervision and so on. Everyone, y'all, I don't know, for those who've been rolling on FSD for a minute now, when FSD permitted us to the point where we don't have to put our hands on a steering wheel, everyone, That was a godsend. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. That was amazing because of the fact that it was one of those things where it's like, man, like we have FSD. I know it's unsupervised, but the car is rolling for us. Why do we have to put our hands on the wheel here? We don't need to do that. So I'm glad when Tesla made that move there, oh my goodness, that was night and day, okay? That was legitimately night and day. Everyone, we got another toll sign here coming up here. We got to go to 16E, which we are on the correct path. Let's see here how FSD rolls here through this one here. Now, which car is going to which one is it going to choose? Hopefully, we go to the easy pass lane only, which we do. That's good. That's good to know. That's good. And then we keep going through the link. We keep going here, headed towards the Lincoln here. Not going to go through the Lincoln, thank God, but we're going towards the Lincoln there. And now we're kind of a little slow here, and we start to pick it up. And so that is good. Okay, great. Okay, now we're moving, everyone. Okay, everyone. So the GPS means it's good to go, and FSD is following this little GPS here. Now, in 0.9 miles, so we got to get off here to go to Kennedy Boulevard. I wonder, and I do hope, it makes the right move to get off at this exit, because we don't want to get to the Lincoln Tunnel here, because that's going to be bad. All right, so we're moving right along here, everyone. Again, we got about 0.3 miles here. We got cars coming on here, and we got to get over to the right lane here. Thankfully, everyone, there is no traffic, because usually right here, this thing is busy, busy, busy. At some point, everyone, I don't know when it's coming, but at some point soon, everyone, I'm going to have to go through the Lincoln Tunnel and utilize FSD, because the lanes to get into the Lincoln Tunnel now have been cleared up. So now you don't have that big congestion and people just going from left to right. And so FSD now, since the lines are clearer, should be good to go here to make that. Now we got to make this right turn here. Man, it's a smooth right turn here, which is nice. I like this, actually. And then we got to come up here to the stop sign here, which we didn't have to make the left. Okay, so we got enough time, everyone. I got about 5 more minutes here before we get to the destination here. So last Tesla news, everyone, that I wanted to talk about here is the timeline here for AI5. Now, this is the software that's going to be utilized for FSD in the near future. And it's going to come, everyone, in late 2026. I've been talking about this already, everyone. And it's crazy to think that hardware 4 is then going to not say obsolete, but it's going to be not as good as AI5 because the computational power, the memory, and all that has. Oh, gotta press the accelerator here. No. We can't go there. We can't. Oh my goodness, everyone. I'm so sorry for screaming now, everyone. But it surprises me when FSD wants to make the stop sign and we're mid in the yellow light, and if we've stopped, we were gonna be right there in front of people that's going to be going straight. Can't have that happen. We can't do that. All right. So, man, it surprised me when it happens, because it tries to throw on the brakes. Man. All right. Okay. Jeez. All right, everybody. Okay. So AI5, right? So hardware 4.1 is not going to be as good as hardware 5, which is crazy to think about, everyone. And then the interesting thing is that when hardware 5 is released, probably about a year and a half later, hardware 6 is then going to hit production too as well. And it's so unfortunate, everyone, because for those who love tech in their cars and they love FSD and they love showing like the updates that FSD is making and progressing, it's almost like one of those things where you have to keep updating your car every single year and a half, or it looks like every year and a half now, because we're going to be getting all this new software here. And you're going to be wondering what you're missing there with the hardware, with hardware 5 or hardware 6. And so it is unfortunate. I wish Tesla could just like get to the point where they didn't have to keep making all these updates. But I get it, because how do they know unless they keep trying different things? And the technology is advancing a little bit slow. So, of course, it's going to take some time for them to fine tune it and get it right. Now, we're going a little slow here, even though we're going to the left here, and we have a turn signal on, which we really don't need there, but okay. So that's why it's unfortunate. But I've said this on the channel numerous times, everyone. This is why I didn't want to get a hardware 4 car, because I knew hardware 5 was coming out at some point, and then I didn't want to spend my money to get a hardware 4 car, knowing like in a year or so, like especially if I'm doing a channel more and more, I was gonna have to update or something like that, and I'm like, and lose money, because of course Tesla car just resale value doesn't last anymore like it did in the pandemic. But neither does cars in general do that anyway. It's not like a valuable asset, but it's still like, man, dang, gotta make this left turn here, everyone, at this here, kind of going kind of slow here, but it's not uncharacteristic, because FSD always goes slow here. And we gotta make a quick right, everyone, on JFK, and then a quick left here on 10th Street, where this place is. The entrance here to the place here is on this one. So yeah, everyone, those are my thoughts. Curious to know, let me know down in the comments, everyone, which ones you're looking forward to, or which ones that you thought were interesting. Again, make right turn here and then make the left here. And FSD makes that flawlessly there, which I like that. That's good. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, everyone. Which one of the Tesla updates that you're looking forward to? Are you looking forward to AirPlay? CarPlay. And then it reads the little hump there. That's great. Are you looking forward to CarPlay? Are you looking forward to texting while driving if you're using the FSD? Is it hardware 5? Or are you looking forward, especially if you have a hardware 4 car, that release of that new FSD that's going to be released to the public? Let me know. I'm curious to know your thoughts, everyone. Let me know those down in the comments. Oh, everyone, we haven't seen this in a minute. We got a car over here to the right, and this car did it with the little Hyundai Accord and FSD. Oh, wow, that was smooth. That was flawless right there. It wasn't as close, everyone, that I've seen it in Hoboken there. I'll probably try to put that link up there too as well. Got a speed bump here, and FSD kind of rolls through it a little bit quickly, but I don't mind it though, because we didn't have like a little bump there. Like my head didn't hit the little glass roof there, thank goodness. Now we got to go through here, the stop sign here, and then which we do, and then we're going to come up here to it, and I got to find some parking, because right before we get to the light there, that's where this place is, and hopefully here we find some parking, everyone, on this street right here, because if not, I'm going to be having to try to figure out where we're going to find parking at here, on this little strip. But the entrance here is over here somewhere, and let's see if we can find a park here. Oh, this is a little bit bigger. Come on, FSD. Doesn't read that one there. And still got a stop sign here. Got to go through the stop sign here. Man, that's the only thing about Union City, Jersey City, Hoboken. Parking in here is like bad. But I get it. Got to go through this one here, and FSD doesn't read it there. And okay, everyone, so I'll see y'all soon. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. Everyone, I picked up the items here that we was talking about here. I will say it was a seamless kind of process to pick it up. Just someone's at the door, they come, and then you go tell you the name, and then they come and bring it out to you. Not bad, actually. Everyone, I will say the presentation though on this box right here, which is the longest box ever. I didn't bring the measuring tape though this time. Is actually pretty good. And when you open this thing up, look at all the cakes that we got there. I can't even capture this thing on video. That's how long, again, this box is. All right, so everyone, let's do this one by one, see how good it actually is. I wonder, everyone, for me personally, if like the cake is it's the same thing, but the icing is different. I wonder if it is. I hope it's not. Look at what we got here. We got the Tres Leches cake, the strawberry, the pumpkin spice, and then they also got, everyone, the carrot cake one. Okay? Everyone, I've told you this before if you've been on the channel. I'm always an original guy, and thanks for everyone. They got a little spoon in here. They was thinking about me, everyone, with this autopilot eats, everyone, because sometimes, everyone, when you get an item, you want to eat this thing right away. But so thank you, Soap Bar. I appreciate you. All right, everyone, I'm always an original guy. Let's just try the original Tres Leches cake and see how good that it actually is too. Ooh, this actually smells pretty good. Let's dip the spoon in there, though. Everyone, this thing is flowing here with the little milk there, as you can kind of see right there. And look at it right there on the camera there. Okay. I like this. I like it there. The milk, everyone, isn't dripping here. That's a good one. Ooh. That hit the palate, everybody. Quite different. I have to say, this one is actually pretty good. That milk, everybody, is sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It's like when that sweetness hits you, it's like a wave. It's like, ooh, I wasn't expecting that, everybody. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, everyone. Everyone, not even going any further with these little items here. I have to say, oh man, this is probably this is my all-time favorite here. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is one of my all-time faves because how sweet it is. The the uh the cake on there is soft and it's like a melt in your mouth type of cake. It's like a butter almost. When you taste that thing, it's like woo. It just tastes it. All right, now we got the strawberry here. Let's taste the strawberry here. Okay, everybody, I take it back. Okay, this one here is different than that tres leches cake here because of the fact that now you have a little bit of strawberry in it here. Not the strawberry on top, everybody, but the cake you can tell, or the milk is kind of with the strawberry. So that's a good one. I like that. Okay, everyone. So far, I like that tres leches cake. So far, on one out, two out of four. This is good too, everybody. But that tres leches cake is rocking just alone. Okay, let's move everybody to carrot cake here. Okay, now everyone, this carrot cake you could tell has a little bit of a different kind of texture to it there on the outside there. The coloring is different. And so the cake, everyone, you can't see it here on the camera here, but it has some orange in there that you can tell this is a carrot cake here. So let's dip that in there. Oh, this one, everybody, is a little bit more thick of a cake. I will say this one's a little bit more thicker. Okay, this one is definitely sweet for sure. But as you could tell, it's carroty. You could tell this one's carroty though. It's kind of crazy because everyone, I can tell this. There's definitely cinnamon in this right here. And usually, everyone, you don't find cinnamon in a carrot cake as much. Like you have the cinnamon, you have the nutmeg in there actually, and this ain't bad. Again, I don't like carrot cake, everybody, but this right here is actually not bad. Man, I'm still eating this thing. Again, the mixture is a little bit sweet here, okay? It's not overly sweet, but you can tell when it hits you, it's a little bit sweet. Oh man, everyone, this my so far, everybody, tres leches, and then this one right here. Okay, let's move on from that carrot cake, everybody, and let's move to the pumpkin spice there, everyone, which I think everybody, including myself, has been waiting on because of the holiday coming up here, and everybody loves this pumpkin spice kind of season here. They got it at Starbucks, they got this thing at everywhere, everyone. So everyone, the cake on this one is a little bit different too as well. You would tell everyone it's a little bit pumpkin-y in terms of they put some sort of little sprinkle there on top there, which is a nice touch there. And the color on this is definitely different. Let's see if it's a little bit more thicker. Yes, it is. It's a little bit more thicker, everybody. You can't tell it here on the camera, but it's definitely a little bit more thicker. Let's see how it is. Ah, I don't know, everybody. I don't know if I like this one. I don't know. Let me try it again. No, this one, everyone, I can say is not bursting with flavor. This one isn't bursting as flavor as that carrot cake right there, right, everyone. You can tell it's a hint of pumpkin in there, but it's not overly pumpkiny. Okay, the milk is since the cake is so dense. This cake here with the milk there, the milk ain't flowing out as much as the tres leches there, and that little and the strawberry one there. But this one, everyone, I think it's okay. I think it is. It's not like bad, but it's just like I don't taste as much of the pumpkin on it. It's still a good cake because of how moist this thing is, but I don't taste the pumpkin meat out of this one. Okay? It's not as like strong, not strong, but it's not as like you could tell as that carrot cake right there, everybody. So everybody, I gotta say, okay, I gotta get my review, everyone, quickly here, because man, that was this longest video, everybody. But I had to do it. I had to try for myself how soap bar is. So everyone, I gotta say, I think that Tres Leches cake is a 10 out of 10, hands down. That's a 10 out of 10 on that Tres Leches cake, everyone. Again, I've tried tops, everyone. That Tres Leches cake right there, everybody, is on the money. I think it's up there with tops, if not even like 1A, 1B. That's how I feel on that Tres Leches cake. So when you come here, you try that Tres Leches cake, you tell me how good it is, okay? That strawberry cake, I think it's about an 8 out of 10, okay? Not saying it's bad. I'm saying for me personally, I think it's an 8 out of 10. That little carrot cake right there, everybody, that thing is a 10 out of 10. I think it is because you could tell it's potent there with the little carrot cake there, and you could tell everybody you got some nutmeg in there, and that cinnamon kills that carrot cake, meaning in a good way there. Okay. And this last one here, everybody, the little pumpkin there, I think that's probably an 8 out of 10 as well. Okay. Not saying it's not good. Again, I'm just saying it's not as much as I think it would have been. Everyone, I will say this for certain. The soap bar in general, everyone, is a must try. I think you have to be here. You have to go to that little spot over there, everyone, that they got there, that little kitchen, everyone. You put your little order in, and you say that's your name, and you pick this up here, and you post back here on the channel, everybody, and you tell me how good this thing is, everyone. But I think this dessert place right here, I think it deserves some recognition. I think it deserves that. I think it deserves everyone to try this place for certain, hands down, because this dessert, they got something going on good here. And man, oh man, oh man. All right, everybody. So this is a long one, but I had to do it for y'all. And you can't say everybody, I didn't tell you so. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll see you.